order to chaos. You know, we have systems and process. We operate on the incident command system, and any you know, firefighter or EMS person that's listening to the show knows exactly what ICS is. You know, as a nonprofit, we've become experts in that. And so,
can you explain that, Jake? Can you explain what the ICS is for people who are less familiar to it, and why?
Yeah. So I know. Yeah. So I know you were you know, on the ground you know, after 9/11, like on the ground at ground zero. If you can imagine that when 9/11 happened, all these agencies responded. You know, the FBI, the military, the New York Police Department, the New York Fire Department, like the EPA, you know, was there because of the environmental concerns. And none of them operated on the same emergency kind of command system. They all used different protocols. They didn't even, you know, they had no interoperability. So it was just
different radios, like different
radio frequencies. Right. Yeah. So ICS was one of the first things that the new Department of Homeland Security, which was formed after 9/11, they implemented nationwide. And they kind of pulled it from the wildland firefighting system in in California. So it had already been in place since I think the 70s. You know, the California wildland firefighting system just operates like just really, really smooth. And so they pulled that up, made some tweaks, and they implemented it. Any federal, state, or local agency has to be compliant in it. Nonprofits like Team Rubicon don't, but you know, in the military, interoperability is the key. Like NATO works because I can call for fire from a French, you know, fighter plane just as easily as a U.S. one. So, you know, that's how we wanted to design it. And what's interesting, if you think about it, you know, practice kind of makes perfect in a situation like this. And so if you're a county level emergency manager, particularly in a small county, you could go a 20-year career and never see a disaster. Now you'll use ICS for like the annual Thanksgiving Day parade, right, but you'll never actually implement it in the chaos of this type of situation. Last year, we responded to 100 disasters, right? Last year alone. So we have this cadre of emergency managers who have this breadth and depth of experience that is almost unparalleled across the country. So one of the biggest requests that we're getting right now is for our top volunteer leaders to deploy into emergency operations centers, just to basically advise and assist them in how they're managing the operations of this response.